Hello, beautiful ones. I just thought I would drop in quickly and have a little chat with you all because I have some things coming through for the conjunction that's happening on the solstice on Monday. And so I was going to put together a post about it, and I thought it's just easier for me to just come and do a little video for you all, so that it's just coming through. So yeah, I think the reason why I wanted to come on here and share my feelings around the solstice is because of this big movement for the age of Aquarius. I really wanted to speak to that, and from a 13 star sign astrology perspective, and yeah, what I'm feeling about it all. So there's lots of different ideas and different types of astrology and astrologers about what defines the ages. And so a lot of my 13 star sign astrology friends or siderealist friends we perceive that on the spring equinox, when the sun is rising, that's the rising sign. And so whatever stars or constellation that the sun rises in on the spring equinox is considered what age we are in. And so at the moment, the stars of the sun on the spring equinox are in the sign of Pisces. It's at 8 degrees in Pisces at the moment. So we are in the age of Pisces. And because it moves backwards, obviously, we're going to get to the age of Aquarius, but it's not going to be for another couple of 100 years even, or maybe even longer. I haven't actually sat down and worked it out when it would be. But so what is this? So if the sun is not going to be in the stars of Aquarius at the spring equinox, then what is all of this stuff coming up from the age of Aquarius stuff that's coming in? Well, Western astrology and tropical astrology, it shows that Jupiter and Saturn will be meeting in Aquarius. But in the lifetime sky, they're meeting in Capricorn. And so that's a massive difference. It's important to acknowledge that as well. So I made this really cool little graph, I guess. I just wanted to share it with you all, so I'm going to share the screen of how I kind of perceive time. There we go. Hopefully you can see that. Yay. Okay, cool. So I just whipped this up yesterday. So you can see the outer wheel. This is the astrological wheel, or the astronomical wheel. This is the lifetime sky, and all the constellations are different sizes because they are, it's not the same all the way around. Scorpio is tiny, Virgo is huge, so this is a true representation of the lifetime sky and the calculations from NASA and the constellations. And so what my idea is about the Western or tropical astrology wheel is it's kind of connected to the seasonal wheel. So when that Western astrology was brought in, when it was created, at that time, the sun at the spring equinox would have been rising in Aries, you see? So that's where we got the beginning from. So Ostara, this is spring equinox. This is the original Celtic name for the equinox. So the spring equinox would have been rising here, you see, but the Earth moves every year. It's only a small amount, but over, thousands of years, we shift whole constellations. And so, well, it gives the appearance of the stars moving, shifting, but it's actually the Earth that's moved or tilted. So now on the spring equinox, I've lined it up. This is the time of the spring equinox, and so the seasonal wheel is fixed. We get the equinoxes and the solstices around the same time every year, so this is the fixed wheel. The astronomical wheel moves, it changes, it shifts. So the earthly seasonal wheel is stable and solid, and it's like poof, you know, we get our spring equinox around the 21st of March, 22nd of March. It may change a few days, you know, either side, but it's around about the same time, you know. So the thing with Western astrology is it locked in the astrology of like, okay, so Aries is the beginning. No, it's not. You know, because it's moved. So if we say that spring equinox is the beginning, you know, that's saying, okay, well, Pisces is the beginning. So in 13 star sign astrology, Pisces is the first house because it's what rises with the spring. Like the plants rising up from the earth, you know. So it's like, that's why we're in the age of Pisces. And so obviously this will move over time, and eventually, you know, maybe I think it's like, I must be like 2200 and something. I don't know. I have to get the exact dates off Kim or someone. But the sun will rise in Aquarius, and Ostara, the spring equinox, will be in the sign of Aquarius, and that's when we'll be in the age of Aquarius officially. You know, so. But why is it all coming up now? You know, why is this like, we're in the new age, we're in the new dawning of the new. And so I started getting fascinated about this, right? Because obviously, you know, it's a really big thing where everybody's feeling it. A lot of people are feeling it. They're feeling this Aquarian energy. And so, you know, that song, this is the dawning of the age of Aquarius, age of Aquarius. So that song came out in the 60s, right? And so I looked up what was happening in Aquarius in the 60s. Jupiter went into Aquarius. And then later in the 60s, Saturn went into Aquarius. You know, and there's this thing of the 60s, of this age of Aquarius dawning. You know, so Jupiter and Saturn did go in Aquarius in the 60s when that song came out. And then now, so, you know, many years later, now when does Jupiter actually go, and when does Saturn actually go into Aquarius? Because it's coming. Because right now, you know, they're both going to be in Capricorn for this solstice tomorrow, on Monday. I'm just going to stop sharing the screen, so I'm going to share you another screen. Hello. I'm just drinking my lovely coffee. I adore coffee. Share screen. Yes, I'm going to get you the chart up of the conjunction. So let's just have a look at that. Right, here we go. So this is the lifetime sky report for the solstice and the great conjunction. So this is with 13 star sign astrology. You can see the 13 around here, 13 constellations, 13 houses, all different shapes and sizes, just like us. All right, so we've got Jupiter and Saturn here in Capricorn, 0 degrees Capricorn. Look at that. Right, so what is 0 degrees? 0 is the womb, it's the void, it's the deep, it's like the reset button, the beginning, you know, and it's not in Aquarius, not yet. So I've looked it up, I've done my research. In the lifetime sky, in the actual sky, Jupiter will be moving into Aquarius on the 1st of May 2021. So that's like 5 months away. So it's not that long away, really. And on that day, when Jupiter goes into Aquarius, there would be a fire trine between Aries, Uranus, Venus, and the Sun. Uranus, Venus, and the Sun will all be in Aries, and the trine will be with Vesta, who's sacred fire asteroid in Leo, and the Moon in Sagittarius. So you've got a fire trine with all the fire elements, and that's on the day that Jupiter moves into Aquarius. That's very interesting. I'll go more into that next year. But at the same time, Neptune is just moving into its home sign of Pisces then as well. So this is a forecast for like next May or something. But I'm just wanting to say that is when Jupiter is actually going to go into Aquarius. It's not going into Aquarius for the solstice. Sorry, guys. Saturn will be going into Aquarius. Saturn's a lot slower than Jupiter. So when they meet for their conjunction on the 21st of December, because Jupiter only takes 11 years or something to go around the sun, so he'll fly off and Saturn will take his time. So Saturn takes 29 point something years to go around the sun. So it's a lot slower than Jupiter. So after their meeting in December, Jupiter will go off into Aquarius. And then in 2023, Saturn will go into Aquarius. It's in around the 20th of February. And it'll be a new moon then as well in Aquarius. So, you know, it is like shifting into a new way. It is like they are both going to be going into Aquarius, and there is significant alignments on those days. So perhaps it's like we're in a transitional period. That's what it feels like to me. It's like the ending of the old and the beginning of the new. But also something that keeps jumping out at me in the chart at the moment is Neptune. Neptune is in Aquarius. Okay, so who is Neptune? You know, Neptune is the god of the ocean. His home is in Pisces, which is the age that we're in now. So Neptune in Aquarius, you know, Neptune is about dreams. It's the dream of Aquarius. It's the Aquarian dream. But it's not now. But it's the dream, you know. And so it's also, Neptune can be about illusions, delusion. You know, it's not seeing things clearly. It's murky. It's like misty, foggy. You know, so it's like we're getting this dream coming in from Neptune. You know, from the beyond the veil of Aquarius. You know, but the reality is Capricorn. We've got work to do. You know, it's like we're not going to get to the age of Aquarius until we've done the work in Capricorn. You know, and Capricorn is the elder. He's the teacher, the wise one. It's like Merlin, the wizard energy. That's how I see Capricorn. Or God even. To me, Capricorn is the father and Aquarius is the mother. So, you know, we've got to do the work with Capricorn. He's very dedicated and committed, resourceful. It's a dedicated worker, you know, and you know, if you know any Capricorns in your life, you'll know they're very ambitious. But this is about the earth. You know, this is an earth awakening on this solstice, and it feels like, you know, the 0 point is a reset for the earth. You know, and we have got lots of restoration to do on this planet before we can move into a new way. And, you know, we have to start with the foundation, with the roots, with the base. And I feel like this is a really important time for the masculine in all of us. Because if you look, you know, the Capricorn energy is the masculine energy, you know, and it's being reset. You know, there's so much shit that's happened, you know, in the past few thousand years to do with the masculine and the feminine and the imbalance on the earth. And so our wonderful friend Mars, you know, he's just coming at the end of Pisces now. He's been in the waters of feeling the collective, of feeling everything, you know, feeling himself, feeling all the things that he's done as the warrior, as the masculine driving force. You know, and so he is going to be moving into Aries in January 2021. And who's meeting him at the gate? Black Moon Lilith, the serpent. So this is like a rewriting of the Garden of Eden story. You know, Mars, the masculine, meeting with the serpent Lilith as he comes out of the water. You know, and he's going to meet with his destiny because he's also meeting with Uranus, who's conjunct Black Moon Lilith, and Mars will be conjuncting Uranus in January as well. So Uranus is about enlightenment. It's about awakening. It's evolutionary, you know, and so Uranus is the ruler of Aquarius. you know. So it's like Mars is going to be coming and talking to the ruler of Aquarius in January, and it's going to be like, right, you need to evolve, you need to wake up, you know, you can't carry on like this. You know, Jupiter and Saturn and Capricorn is like, yeah, we have work to do on the land. We have to restore that which has been broken. We need to rebuild. Capricorn is the builder. You know, so this is a time about looking at what we've got, looking at what's happened, really seeing clearly, seeing like, right, what needs to happen? What do we want to achieve for the earth, for our children? You know, and I'm feeling like this is really important because, okay, so I may not live in this body till the age of Aquarius when it actually happens, but my children's children will, you know, they will be here. And so what we are doing now is we are creating the template for them. You know, we're saying, okay, we fucked up a bit, right? Well, a lot. So what are we going to do about it? You know, I don't want our children to live in an earth that's full of plastic, that's like being mined and dug up all over the place. It's like there's this, it needs to shift, and it will, you know, and this is the shifting point. This is the reset button. Saturn and Jupiter meeting in Capricorn. It's like, okay, boop, reset, start again. What needs to happen next? You know? So yeah, it's so much, you know, but I want to talk about the real lifetime sky, the real age of Aquarius. And I have this kind of feeling yesterday about, you know, there is this yearning for Aquarius, this wanting for Aquarius to come. We need change. We need a new beginning. We all know this deep inside of ourselves, but I think what the deeper longing is for is to reconnect with the cosmic mother. That is Aquarius, you know, and Ophiuchus, being the child of Aquarius, is the umbilical cord which connects them together. And so, you know, by using 13 star sign astrology and remembering Ophiuchus as the gatekeeper, as the key back to the cosmic overarching mother, you know, it's similar to the Egyptian goddess Nui, you know, the goddess of the night and the stars, you know, and she's often pictured with a chalice, just like Aquarius, you know, so it's like that cosmic mother energy that we was cut off from, you know, and so collectively we're going through this abandonment, detachment, separation from our home, from our mother, the cosmic mother, the original mother, you know, in the stars. Whew. So this kind of feeling of the age of Aquarius, it's like, wow, we want that, but we want to remember the cosmic mother, remember Aquarius for who she really is. You know, she's the mama dragon of the universe. Been connecting a lot with the dragons recently and feeling like them awakening, you know, me, my body, and this remembrance of who we are and where we came from. And I feel like it needs to be a reclamation of the cross symbol as well. This is what I keep getting, because the cross is connected to Cygnus, the constellation of the swan. The swan is through the galactic center, through the yoni, through the womb, and then you meet with heaven, the angels, white wings, Isis. You know, it's Ishtar, it's the energy of above, you know, it's heaven. And Bridget Anna Brigantier is sacred to these lands where I live now, in Avalon and England, the British Isles, Bridget's Isles. The sacred symbol of Bridget is a cross. Bridget's cross, Cygnus cross, the swan cross, because Bridget's sacred animal is the swan. So there's some ancient mythology that needs to be remembered and uncovered here in England, in the British Isles, Bridget's Isles, to remember who she is, who she was. Bridget Anna, Christ's grandmother, Anna, the grandmother, Aquarius. grandmother of the stars. So this great conjunction that is coming up on Monday, it's the reset button for the earth. It means we start over. You know, we have to let go of the past. Yeah, there's been loads of shit that's gone on, but we need to move forward now. Mars will be moving into Aries. You know, January is going to be about action, revelation, change, shifting. You know, Jupiter and Saturn and Capricorn, it's going to be about determination, hard work, being resourceful, being the elders, the wisdom keepers, the leaders, coming into that wiseness, the elder in ourselves, reconnecting with our inner elder, our inner grandfather and our inner grandmother, you know, so we can heal those kind of wounds of separation and the wounds of abandonment that are so deep in many of us, you know. So yeah, I just wanted to share, you know, that which was coming through for me about this conjunction. Yes, it's a reset because we are moving into a new age. We are not there yet. We have a long way to go. Our children will be there, children's children, you know, but we have to do the work for them to prepare. This is a time of preparation, of change, of standing up and saying, actually, no, you know, we need to do things differently around here. And there's a really interesting square as well that's going to be, I think, quite a big theme for next year. It's the square between Saturn in Capricorn and Uranus in Aries. So this is like, squares are like challenges and tension, you know, it's obstacles, difficulties. It's not a very easy aspect. And so, you know, Uranus being about awakening and breaking free and yeah, evolution, you know, and in square to that, there's Saturn. It's like restrictions, constructions and holding it in and tension and being serious and grounded and focused. So it's an interesting square. Definitely. I'm going to stop sharing the screen now. So yeah, I think that's all. I'm not sure if there's anything else I wanted to say. But just, yeah, I hope that you're all doing okay. You know, for us in the Northern Hemisphere, this is the darkest time of the year, and the week leading up to the solstice can be so deep and triggering and, yeah, heavy energy. And so this could feel like the dark night of the soul kind of energy. You know, it's that kind of, it's time for deep transformation and really feeling all of those dark parts in ourselves. And then when the solstice turns and the light returns, it is that kind of like, oh, thank goodness moment, right? And for those of you who are in the southern hemisphere, you know, you are at that pinnacle point of light, so much light and illumination and connection and community and celebration. You know, so it's a time for you of really kind of celebrating all that you have. You're getting to the end of your cycle, you know, you're coming towards the harvest. This is the high point at the top of the mountain, you know, this is like the full moon energy. It's like, yeah, we did it, we're here. And then you're preparing to descend. So from the summer solstice, you know, you'll start getting darker each day. So you'll be welcoming in the dark, whereas we'll be welcoming in the light. So yeah, it's a blessed solstice. I don't normally do an extra video, but I just had stuff to share. So I'm hoping that you all love that and resonate. And yeah, we have a very special ceremony coming up here in Avalon today, a spiral walk for the children. They're all going to light their little candles. So, feels beautiful. So anyway, I hope that you're all doing well. And yeah, blessed solstice, blessed conjunction. And may we offer our gifts into the sacred fire to be created and manifested into the physical realms. I love you. Ciao for now, darlings. I'll see you in the full moon.